Good evening. My name is Shaquille Goodson. I was born in Neptune, New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. I grew up there, and I also grew up in North New Jersey. Around 13 years old, I moved here to Raleigh, North Carolina, and I lived there up until 24, 25. That's when I moved here to Wilson. Now, during this time, I did not have a diploma, didn't have a GED, and I was just working for a bit when I moved here to Wilson. December of 2021, that's where I was at a cusp with myself. I wanted to become a better man and a better leader, so I enrolled into the adult education program here at the Wilson Community College. I was so focused and determined on obtaining my diploma that I earned that in 5 months. That upcoming August, that's when I enrolled into the interpreter education program in American Sign Language. And many people wonder, why did I choose American Sign Language? Well, growing up, I always wanted to learn another language, from Spanish, Cantonese, and Arabic. These are the cultures that I'm seeing more and more in my community. So I was never the type to be like, hey, put them to the side. I always wanted to be able to communicate with them. Not fluently, but I always wanted to at least understand what they were saying. So up until now, I always told my coworkers, like, hey, I want to learn sign language, sign language. So when I had the opportunity, I just took the chance to learn American Sign Language. A lot of people ask me, do I have any deaf people in my family? Do I know any deaf people? And up until me enrolling into the program, no, I haven't. It was just me wanting to communicate with deaf people, from interacting with some deaf people from time to time, but I really didn't know any deaf people personally, so I didn't know what it took, and I didn't know what it means to be an interpreter. But I was at this phase in my life right now where I didn't want to give up. Me giving up was my past life, and I just didn't want to give up. So I just continued. I want to become a good interpreter. I receive a lot of support from my instructors, the deaf community, and my classmates, and I just want to continue this journey of wanting to become a better interpreter. And I'm doing it for myself, but I'm also doing it for the deaf community, because I want to be the best interpreter that I can be for the community to better mediate languages. I recently got accepted into UNCG Greensboro, and I will be attending UNCG in the fall of 2023. One of my goals is, when I graduate, is to work with the deaf and blind. That is my goal, to work with the deaf and blind. A little bit about myself. I am the SGA president at the Wilson Community College. I spearheaded the psychology club. I'm a part of TRIO. I do work at the school from time to time. I just try to involve myself in any and everything that I can do. A lot of this is because a lot of the things that I'm doing now is not because, but it's stuff that I wanted to do when I was in high school, and me wanted to graduate high school and go to college and do a lot of things that I'm doing now. So not only that, I enjoyed all these clubs. I always wanted to be a part of a club, and they definitely helped me a lot through my journey at Wilson Community College. A little bit about myself. I like to exercise. I like to read. I like to shoot pool. I really don't go out as much, not unless it's not, when I say benefited me, it's not helping me grow. I'm not saying that I don't want to go out and have a good time, but every once in a blue moon, I will. Besides that, I just want to become a better leader, a better man, a better interpreter, and a better brother, a better son, a better cousin, a better classmate, colleague. I just want to grow. That's what I want to do. I want to fly as high as a falcon. And, the falcon is the bird that flies the highest. While all the other birds are flying when a storm comes, seeking for shelter when a storm comes, the falcon is the only bird that flies over the storm. So I want to gain as much knowledge and become the best I can, as high as the falcon flies. And that's it. Oh, I'm taking this public speaking class because it's a class that I need to graduate. I'm looking forward at what I can learn to take to my everyday life, as well as me being in college. And that's pretty much it.